Millions of Verizon customers across the United States were left without reliable phone and internet service on Wednesday after a widespread wireless outage disrupted voice calls and mobile data, according to the company and outage tracking data. Verizon confirmed the issue in a public statement, saying some customers were experiencing problems with wireless voice and data services. The company said its engineers were actively working to identify the cause and restore service as quickly as possible. "We are aware of an issue impacting wireless voice and data services for some customers," Verizon said in a post on social media Wednesday. "Our engineers are engaged and are working to identify and solve the issue quickly. We understand how important reliable connectivity is and apologize for the inconvenience." The scale of the disruption quickly became apparent as reports poured in from customers nationwide. Down Detector, a website that tracks user-submitted outage complaints, told CNN that more than 1 million issue reports linked to Verizon's network were generated within a 24-hour period. At the height of the outage, more than 178,000 reports were filed in just a 15-minute window. In a separate statement to CNN, Verizon said its technical teams remained fully deployed and focused on resolving the service interruptions. The company acknowledged the impact on customers' daily lives, saying it understood the frustration caused by the loss of connectivity. "We understand the impact this has on your day and remain committed to resolving this as quickly as possible," Verizon said. As customers searched for answers, many took to social media to report dropped calls, missing data connections, and phones that appeared stuck in emergency-only or SOS mode, early signs of a significant disruption affecting parts of the country. Data from Down Detector showed the outage spread rapidly through the middle of the day, with reports beginning to spike around noon Eastern Time. While complaints gradually declined later in the afternoon, the impact was widespread, particularly in major metropolitan areas. Cities most affected included New York City, Atlanta, Charlotte, Houston, and Dallas, according to the site's public outage maps. Many Verizon users reported being suddenly cut off from service, with phones displaying SOS or losing signal entirely. Down Detector's analysis of user-submitted reports showed that 59% of complaints were related to mobile phone failures, while another 34% cited a complete loss of signal. For many customers, the outage meant they were unable to make calls, send text messages, or access mobile internet during work hours. The disruption also spilled over to customers on other networks. Some users reported service issues with AT&T and T-Mobile on Down Detector, raising concerns about a broader industry-wide problem. However, both companies said their networks were operating normally and suggested the reports were likely connected to Verizon's outage. A T-Mobile spokesperson said in a statement to CNN, "Our network is keeping our customers connected, and we've confirmed that our network is operating normally and as expected. However, due to Verizon's reported outage, our customers may not be able to reach someone with Verizon service at this time." AT&T also said its services were functioning as expected, though customers trying to contact Verizon users could experience difficulties because of the ongoing disruption. The Verizon outage is the latest in a series of high-profile technology failures that have interrupted daily life across the United States in recent years, raising fresh concerns about the reliability of the digital infrastructure millions depend on every day. Industry experts say outages of this scale, while uncommon, highlight how vulnerable modern life has become to failures in digital infrastructure. Over the past year, several major technology breakdowns have disrupted businesses, emergency services, and everyday communication across the country. In October, an issue affecting Amazon Web Services caused large portions of the internet to go offline, impacting websites, apps, and online services used by millions of Americans. In 2024, a widespread AT&T outage left customers across the United States without service for hours, prompting an investigation by the Federal Communications Commission into the reliability of the nation's telecom networks. Verizon has not disclosed the specific cause of Wednesday's outage. However, experts say a range of technical problems could lead to widespread service disruptions. Jack Burbank, a senior member of the nonprofit technical organization IEEE and vice president of advanced communication technologies at Sabre Systems, said issues such as faulty configuration changes or failed software updates are common triggers. Events like this can happen when configuration changes are made incorrectly or when software updates don't perform as expected, Burbank said in an email. Even small errors can cascade quickly across a large network. As the outage continued, Verizon encouraged customers to use alternative methods of communication where possible. Those with access to Wi-Fi were still able to make calls, send messages, and browse the internet using Wi-Fi calling and messaging services, which rely on local internet connections rather than cellular towers. On iPhones, Wi-Fi calling can be enabled by opening the Settings menu, selecting the Cellular option, and turning on Wi-Fi calling. Android users can access similar features by going to the Calls section in their settings and enabling Wi-Fi calling. While these workarounds offered limited relief, many customers said they remained concerned about the lack of clear answers on when full service would be restored. Some Verizon customers also turned to newer emergency features built into their phones to stay connected. Smartphones from Apple, Google, and Samsung on Verizon's network support satellite-based text messaging, which can allow users to send messages even without cellular service or Wi-Fi. However, the feature has limitations. Satellite signals can be blocked by buildings, trees, or dense urban environments, making it difficult for users who are not in open spaces to connect reliably. By late Wednesday, Verizon said its engineering teams were still working to stabilize the network and restore full service. The company did not provide a timeline for when all customers would be reconnected and declined to reveal the root cause of the outage, leaving many users waiting for updates as service slowly returned in some areas. The outage underscored growing concerns about the dependence of American life on wireless connectivity. From work and school to navigation, payments, and emergency communication, mobile networks have become a critical part of daily routines. When they fail, even temporarily, the disruption can ripple quickly across cities and industries. For now, Verizon customers affected by the outage were advised to rely on Wi-Fi where available and monitor official company channels for updates. The company said it remains committed to restoring reliable service and addressing customer concerns as the investigation continues. This is a developing story and will be updated as more information becomes available.